Today it's going to be a fun one today, I think, Scott. Toronto Defiant, the London Spitfire, first game of day number 2. Now, I want to sum up this game, and I want to make sure you can kind of understand. There's the Nano. Wall comes up to stop Twilight having a sight line, but already Spark has fallen. Nice bubble by Muse, no damage coming his way. And Hardy, unfortunately, going down rather quickly to follow up. There you go. Might help the Toronto Defiant end, but had he still got the shatter to his name. A speed boost from Apple to force him into the point. Another charge into the wall. Muse's health bar dropping oh so low, and the London Spitfire with an unreal turnaround managed to remain in control of the point. Toronto Defiant need to come back ASAP. There's one, it's Finale. He's in the back lines, jumped onto the Genji to try and contest. He does so, but not for long enough. Hisu is dead, and London Spitfire claim round 1.
How can you not love watching the chatty?
Well, they couldn't quite hit him with the Nano. They do trade, Avril falling, but London Spitfire is still looking pretty good. EMP in the back though, hits 5. Nice slam from Landon to keep him alive, and Hanny lays down the shadow. That Blizzard coming out too. Everything from London Spitfire's ult bank being thrown on in. A late beat from the Toronto Defiant to keep them in the fight. Landon and Avril bite the dust. And this is not where you want to be, Hardy. Oh, the boop!
Still on.
Wait, what? Okay, maybe Backbone used the wall to wall himself up after that boot. Not sure what happened there. I know what happened there, though. Muse got dead-eyed. Unlucky. Nice shot from Sparker in the skies. Now Twilight's in a little bit of trouble. London Spitfire. Oh, tragic. A perfect dive with the Nano, Winston, and the EMP. Hardy is in a whole lot of trouble. He's taken out of the game. Toronto, they've got a couple of ults to spare. Overtime is ticking down. It's up to Spitfire to get back to the point in time. No immortality field. This should be the round. There it is. Toronto Defiant and tying up control.
You can get so many easy walls, and you can see that wall that just went down there. That forces the Toronto Defiant to not be able to...
Finale spots the Deadeye, doesn't want to re-peek it, but Sparker doesn't end up pulling the trigger anyway. Nice shatter. Muse has been nanoed. He's surviving, but how long? Not quite so long as he thought. A whole bunch of heals being thrown in, but as soon as Hardy puts that shield up, Twilight does not have an angle to play from. Nice bit of damage onto Landon. Instant lamp to win for the Toronto Defiant.
We see Choron going down, but there's so much damage coming out from Landon.
OT.
Can Hisu get him?
Sparker gets 2 kills. Finale is dead. No one left to touch. His Muse, he's there, but he's long gone. Hisu's coming back. No EMP. And Finale 1% away from that dupe. Maybe that would have been the deciding factor.
On to this point, it's going to be so hard to close this distance. The time's ticking up.
95% big EMP. Pulse bomb gets thrown out. Twilight dodges. Nice EMP generation from Hisu. This is what they needed. London's dupe goes straight. Just copy straight. I mean, if you get the rally on this is game over. Nice pulse bomb from Shax. Easy kills from Sparker too. Kills the dupe and Twilight. A transcendence to finish off. This London Spitfire had so many support ultimates to use. There's the high noon. Might not even be needed at this point. Muse in a whole lot of trouble. Doesn't quite get high noon, but he couldn't escape. He didn't have the leap, and even if he did, Sparker could have pulled the trigger. Okay, 30 seconds to go. The duplicate from Finale. It hits the Tracer, it hits the recall in midair, so you can't get the execute. Okay, there it is. The dupe is dead, and Sparker is still alive. Luckily enough, Finale wasn't a match for Admiral on the point, but Sparker falling pretty low, but still finding the headshots. Hisu takes him out, but with the Widowmaker against 5, it looks pretty unwinnable. Terrible situation, but Landon fending for himself against Finale. That's a good start, but a primal rage from Muse might just be the end of this fight. Shax dealing a lot more damage than Chorong anticipated, and with no ticks on the board, this is not good for Defiant right now. The spawns are so close for Spitfire, and with 2 support ultimos online for London, they might be more than okay. A nice anti-nade on Poco, however, will end that fight. Twilight coming up big once more. Beautiful hack onto Poco, and a nice use of the nade in the bubble. Big EMP hits 4. Now the cleanup begins. The Toronto Defiant got their brooms in hand, but Landon, in fact, snaps them straight in half. How is this happening? The London Spitfire backline complete for the majority of this time of the engagement, Scott. Pretty tough situation to be in if you're the Toronto Defiant. Muse ends up getting killed in the copy and finished off. And now Shax, he's got the pulse bomb. He's ready to rock and roll, but Muse, in fact, answering in kind. Good start for the Toronto Defiant, but still with Finale going down, they lose a lot of their damage. And the London Spitfire have control of the payload and the map. A 2-0 and match point.
Well, having to rotate because of where the card is.
Okay, that was almost a one shot. A little bit higher of the aim there, and it connected with Twilight's head. It would have been history. Oh, there you go. Okay, called it. There's the Sojin. A lot of energy too to hit those rails, just farmed off of the Bob. Shax, all the meanwhile, was pushing the cart, but Bob doing a fair bit of work on the high ground. Muse does end up falling, but Spark is still doing it. Shax with the main disruption tool. Boom, big stick. Twilight dead. Rally activated from the London Spitfire, and now Shax can just pepper from the back line. Spark is in trouble, kind of. He's got Rally over health still, very good. Double right click on to the tank and the DPS, and the Toronto Defiant are falling.
But Muse is getting isolated before the fight even begins.
Muse is going super low. A humongous anti once again from Twilight. Unbelievable, hitting 3. Amber and Landon, they have the overhealth, but Chorong was just swinging the flail. Poco does get the touch in OT, but this looks pretty much done off the back of that Twilight anti-nade. This is where Defiant are making their stand. Second point, Dorado is theirs. And eventually onto the high ground, but this time around it's a little bit different. Wow, Muse unpause, and Muse dies. The bio grenade or the healing grenade. Okay, well, I mean, Sparker dies, right? Nope, he doesn't. He just gets away with that scot-free. There's the nano boost onto Chorong, though. That making sure he don't die. The rest of the team are going to be more than good, too. There he is, the battle. Brigitte running straight to your backline after getting nanoed. Still as scary as ever. There is the rally. The Bob is going into the church, but that shouldn't mean all too much for London Spitfire. They can just walk around it. They have the rally going off too, but that overhealth is soon disappearing. A copy for Finale onto a Brig, and with a double rally, they should be good. London Spitfire, there's no way they chew through all these health bars. Finale, that beam doing a lot of damage. Goodbye supports. London Spitfire, they need to come alive, or Sparker more specifically. He's popped the overclock, but it's just Poco on the point. He's antied, he's dead, and there's nothing Sparker could do all the way in the background. Toronto Defiant, they're coming back. Pin kill off of the map, just aiding into so much of the ult bank for the London Spitfire. Looking really good right now. There's the jump. Oh, what a shot from Hisu. Flick of the wrist is too easy. That looks unreal. London Spitfire, without any damage left. Sparker tried to go for something super fancy, but Hisu bringing the pain.
So far, he's done it to Piggy. Is he going to do it again?
Overclock. Sparker. There's the shatter from Hardy. 2-3 kills for the London Spitfire. Make that 4. It's only Chorong surviving. Hardy and Sparker doing Lord's work. All 5. Can they make the space and can they make this work? A nice wall from Backbone. In fact, a Blizzard on top of himself as the Toronto Defiant tried to catch Backbone off guard. A very late overclock. An ego duel from Hisu, and he ends up only killing Backbone with it. There's nothing when you got that beat. There's the beat. There's the overclock. Can Sparker find the Angs? Admiral found one with Twilight on the side. Finale is useless to the rest of the team. He's just in a lone room, just fighting against Sparker. An easy jump out from the Sojourn. Hisu finds 1 kill, but is it enough? I don't think so. A couple of meters to go, and London Spitfire have done it. A completion of New Queen Street, and a 3-1 to round out the series.
Getting a little nervous on the rush there from Spitfire, but no, they show that they are the superior rush team. People are going to have to think again if they...